Hi friends, hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to our CISA video series. So today we will discuss on destructor. So let's get started. Destructor is a special method in a class that is used to clean up any resources that the object may be holding before it is destroyed. So destructor is special method in a class. So destructor is a method inside a class that is used to clean up any resources that the object may be holding before it is destroyed. So before a object is getting destroyed, it will clean up the resources. So that is the job of our destructor. Destructors are automatically called when an object is no longer in use and is about to be garbage collected. So it will call automatically when an object is no longer in use. So destructor cannot be called explicitly. So no need to call the destructor explicitly. They are invoked by the garbage collector. So it will automatically called by the garbage collector. So what is then this garbage collector is? The garbage collector, or we can say GC, is an automatic memory management system that helps manage the allocation and release of memory in the .NET runtime environment. So it is a automatically memory management system that helps manage the allocation and release of memory in the .NET runtime environment. It is responsible for identifying and reclaiming memory that is no longer in use by the application. So whenever like the memory is no longer in use by the application, that time it will identify and which helps prevent memory leaks and optimize performance. So key points about destructor. A destructor has the same name as the class preceded by a tilde symbol. So yesterday we or in our last video we have seen constructor, and constructor name is also same with this class name. So destructor also, the name of the destructor is same with this class name but preceded with this tilde symbol. So this is the syntax. No parameters. Destructor don't take any parameters and cannot be overloaded. So overloading we will discuss in a later video in detail. So don't worry about this overloading. But destructor don't take any parameters. In case of constructor, it can take parameters. It cannot be text parameter. But in case of destructor, it will always parameterless. So destructor don't take any parameters and cannot be overloaded. No return type. So destructor don't have any return type, not even void. So destructor don't have any return type, means int, that void, string, any return type, that any method. Whenever we discussed on method, that time every method has some return type, but in case of destructor there is no return type, not even void. And destructor can only be defined in classes, not in structs. So if you see in our last discussion, whenever we discussed on constructor, that time we have seen destructor can define in classes and as well as structs. But in case of constructor can be defined in a classes or structs, but in case of destructor it can only be defined in classes, not in structs. Automatic invocation. So destructors are automatically called by the garbage collector when an object is no longer accessible. So when a object is no longer in use, that time this garbage collector automatically called this destructor. So no need to call it explicitly. It will call by the GC or garbage collector automatically. That is the important or key points for destructors. Then we will go for one example. I have already written this example in my Visual Studio. So if you see, it is a constructor. My class is resource holder. My constructor is also resource holder. Here I am just printing one message, resource holder created. And inside destructor, I am also doing the same, like one printing message, resource holder destroyed. So in case of Destructor, this destroyed, or this console.writeLine resource holder destroyed will be printed in our console. That is what like this constructor and destructor is doing in our class. Instantiation. The main method, a resource holder object is created and used. When the object goes out of scope and is no longer accessible, the garbage collector will eventually call the destructor to clean up resources. So here I am creating one main method inside our destructor main class, and here the object is created for the same class like resource holder. So the important point here is garbage collection. Destructor are called by the garbage collector, and the exact timing of their invocation is not deterministic. So the garbage collector will automatically call the destructor, which is not deterministic. So therefore you should not rely on destructors for timely resource cleanup. So if you see, this destructor will be called by the garbage collector automatically. So as we cannot able to call this destructor like intentionally, so how? So for this purpose, for deterministic resource management, consider implementing the iDisposable interface and the dispose button. So for deterministic resource management, we need to implement this iDisposable interface. So this is nothing but a interface, and we will discuss interface in our upcoming video. This allows you to manually release resources when they are no longer needed. So instead of like depending on this GC garbage collector for undeterministic resource management, we can implement our iDisposable interface. How we can do that? This one. Let me uncomment this one. So if you see, iDisposable is an interface, and interface, if we go for this interface, there is one method called dispose. So for every interface, all the method of interface should be implemented in our class, which one inherit from our iDisposable interface. We will discuss in detail like how a interface will work, but just for now we need to uh, write the definition for this dispose method. See, what is this dispose? Void dispose. So we need to implement this dispose method. So now this error will go, and it will call another dispose method which will take a parameter true. True means boolean value. So this is another method which one is calling from our dispose method. And here some code is written for disposing. If disposing pre-managed resource, pre-unmanaged resource. This is some logic we can write for releasing our resource. And this gc dot suppress finalize. So see, its purpose is to prevent the garbage collector from calling the finalizer or destructor for the object, thereby optimizing the cleanup process and improving performance. So its purpose is to prevent the garbage collector from calling the destructor. So this method will prevent the garbage collector for calling our destructor. So the summary, destructor in C# are used to clean up resources when an object is destroyed by the garbage collector. However, for deterministic resource cleanup, it is recommended to use the dispose button and implement the iDisposable interface. So to release our resources, instead of depends on this garbage collector and this destructor, we can implement iDisposable interface to dispose our or to release our resources for better memory management. That is all about our destructor today. I hope you found this session helpful and informative. Please check the description below for detailed notes. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more C tutorials. See you in the next video.